Yo, what's up guys? You got PokeaimMD here with the next part of my Are You Suspect test run. Today we're going to be using the Veil team that I actually used in the last round of the Are You Open. I figured it'd be a fast way to get points, and it was a lot of fun, and I want to get better with it. I definitely misplayed a few times, which is, you say, how the hell do you misplay with a team that's just set up and go? You definitely can. I definitely should have went Pangoro on Sharpedo, even though Psychic Fangs isn't as common, I would say now, ever since the RUPL and the RU Open started. I've been seeing Ice Beam, Dark Pulse, Sharpedo with like Hydro Pump or Waterfall, Crunch, Ice Beam, but I still should have played around and went Sharpedo. So this is part of me reflecting all my mistakes on that I talked about in the end of that. And also you guys should go ahead and check out the semifinals of the NBL. They're over on Envy's channel. I'll actually link that down below in the description, assuming I'm still home by the time that goes up. I will definitely link that down below in the description, and I encourage you to check it out because the battle will be on Envy's channel this week, so you won't see it if you're just sub to me. But let's go ahead and look for a battle, and we'll go over the team. We got Focus Sash, Aurorus. We have this ridiculous Super Screens, Cryogonal, Belly Drum, Linoone, Shell Smash, Barbarical. SD, Pangoro. It usually has Drain Punch, but I put Brick Break for opposing screens, and then Specs Espeon. So we're fighting Fat. We're not fighting Fat. That was just an illusion, and yeah, Zoroark gonna get banned from RU this generation. I don't know what happened. That boy dipped. That's all I'll say. That man saw the team. He was like, nah, I'm not fighting. No, he definitely had a decent matchup though, due to him having Linoone and whatnot. But due to him having Chestnut, which is annoying to break through. My opponent right here is pretty weak to Linoone. I mean, everybody is when you get up like 50 layers of screens. I'll lead off with Aurorus. Actually, I kind of like Espeon's lead just in case he leads off with Nidoqueen, but then again, Aurorus matches up well versus that anyway. And Golisopod I can see as a lead. So once I get up rocks, I think that Linoone can just win. Leads off with Scrafty. I don't think that's the biggest of deals because I can get up my rocks, and if he Dragonets is up, I can just go for the Encore and lock him into that. And it's leftovers Dragonets too, so yeah, we'll go for Encore right here. As he is going to go right for the Drain Punch and not be able to knock me out with the next hit. I guess this is kind of a big deal because I don't actually have any resistances, and this thing is Choice Specs. That's kind of bad, huh? Why do I lose to this? Alright, so let me run a quick calc on my Barbarical. Make sure that boy don't die to this. Not Moxie? He's not Moxie. Good. Alright, so Barbarical, custom set. Because I know Scrafty isn't the strongest Pokemon. I honestly think if Scrafty was just a little bit stronger, man. Just a little bit stronger. 89 to 105. How many turns of hail left? Ah, man, this sucks. I don't have Dazzling Gleam on my Espeon. I'll trick right here though. Ideally, he switches out into Gardevoir, fearing the Dazzling Gleam. If he goes Nidoqueen, that'd be great because I'd more than likely get a not a Black Sludge, but I'd more than likely get, I want to say, a Life Orb. I kind of wish I had Dazzling Gleam on this thing, just for this Pokemon in particular. I guess Pangoro is also pretty threatening too, so maybe it's worth it. I haven't really used Grass Knot once, but he does switch out, thankfully, into Gardevoir, so I'm going to be able to give that thing a Choice Specs, which isn't the best for me. Definitely isn't the best. But especially because we both get Choice Specs. And the thing is, I actually cannot stay in on him, so I'm going to go Cryogonal because Cryogonal eats one hit. Even if he Moonblast, that's fine. Cryogonal eats one hit, and then I can get up the Hail and then the Veil. And then proceed to try and do something from there. Maybe Pangoro can win from there. So he does go for Moonblast. I'll get up a Light Screen first, actually, just in case he goes for the next one. And now we'll get up a Reflect. So I think that, honestly, I can just win the game right now because rocks are up with Linoone. I really think that's possible. I can definitely win the game with rocks being up with Linoone. I probably don't knock out Tyrantrum, but at least I prevent Scrafty from coming back in. So we'll Belly Drum up right here. Unless we have the dual screens, the really fast dual screens. Light Screen was definitely... I wish Moonblast didn't do as much from Gardevoir, but Light Screen was definitely fun. If he switches out, I think that's a misplay, because you want to get as much damage on Linoone as possible, and if you do switch out, you get no damage off on me because of Belly Drum Gluttony. But he does switch out into Delmise. This is a +6 Linoone now. So, and I'm at max HP, so I'll be able to eat a hit from Tyrantrum. Just one. But I'll be able to eat a hit. And I'll definitely be able to knock out a Delmise. There's no way this thing is Scarf. You could be the, what is it? I think it's called Kebia Berry. Is that the Ghost Resist Berry? I feel like it's called Kebia. There's Data, Kebia Berry. Half damage from super effective Ghost, right? It's poison. What the hell is a Ghost? I think it also starts with a C. What berry? What's it called? Why did I remember Kebia? What the hell did I remember Kebia for? I know Kashyyyf used one on his Aegislash. I remember him using it. And it's gonna irk me that I don't remember it right now. It was berry that resists Ghost. Kashyyyf berry. Yeah. I messed up my K. But, and it's called Kashyyyf too. Which is extreme speed here. Knock out Goliathpod. Even if it somehow lived, emergency exit would definitely activate after rocks and force him out. Tyrantrum comes out. Extreme speed is a 2-hit KO on this boy. I guess I'll go for Seed Bomb here though. As he Scarf Head Smash. That would not be able to knock me out through my screens, thankfully, and Linoone showing what is definitely a boss. And now we just extreme speed the rest of his team for victory. So what my opponent should have done right there, because that miss would have mattered if my opponent went for Moonblast instead of switching out Gardevoir. He should have Moonblasted me to get off the damage, to make sure I'd be like at a 50%, I would say, with Linoone, and then Tyrantrum would easily be able to revenge kill me. Not easily, but it would still have to hit a head smash, but then it'd be able to revenge kill me. Though at that point, I think Pangoro might have won, or Barbarical could have shell smashed up on that. So it might have been bad for my opponent either way, but he still should have attacked with Gardevoir. That was easily the better play. And I'm pretty sure this team is already imported, because I literally found my custom set before. I like Barbarical in here. I kind of like Cloyster. I've been seeing variants of Cloyster and Sharpedo as well. Sharpedo's pretty cool because it can run Psychic Fangs again for opposing, so I can run Drain Punch and Pangoro. But I've been seeing variations of Cloyster, and it kind of makes sense because, I mean, I'm running dual screens and Aurora Veil, and you guys know it stacks. Pangoro, for example, takes 21% from Modest Life Orb, Sheer Force Earth Power from Nidoqueen. When it comes in on... when it comes in with the dual screens plus the Aurora Veil up. So get that win right there. That's not the team I want to look for battles with. We're gonna keep looking for this. That's Mfugits. I actually love that Gillespie team. I think Gillespie is very, very underrated. Very scary team on my opponent's part. Especially Lax and Abomasnow. Either way, rocks up early is still good. I do have the Encore to stop Snorlax, and I can also trick it and whatnot. Not as worried because, again, Aurora's is Focus Sash. They did recently ban Aurora Veil, by the way. Aurora Veil in NU, which I think is good. Like, Aurora Veil in every single tier is just so... It's scary, man. It's definitely scary. So, we'll get up our rocks here. The good thing is, like, I mean, he can obviously Giga Drain and 2-hit KO me, but I do not see him going... I don't see him, like, when I go Cryogonal after to set up the Veil, I don't see him going Gliscor, or Gligar, excuse me, after. Shell Smash, Barbarical smacks him, and it is Mega Arsenal, yep. Shell Smash, Barbarical smacks him, so goes for Giga Drain. That will be able to 2-hit KO me, which go for the Encore right here. I don't think I need any prior damage on this thing. I could be wrong, but, like, my main mons that deal with it, Pangoro easily knocks it out +2. Same thing with Barbarical. I guess I could just go for Blizzard right here. Why not? Let me just throw off a Blizzard. Get off some chip. Wow, that is more than chip. That's damage. My bad. That's damage. I mistook that for a second. But we'll go out to Cryogonal right here. Set up the Veil because we got the Hail. I kind of wish we had Ice Beam on this thing. But we'll set up that Veil. And if he does go Gligar, I can probably Shell Smash up on that, to be honest. If he stays in with Abomasnow, that's fine. Because like I said, I will set up the Veil. I don't think that you'd go something like Gligar right here. Set up the nice little Veil. And because Snorlax can definitely... Because Snorlax can definitely curse up, I actually just want to trick it with Espeon. I honestly want to click Psychic, but like I'd rather trick the Snorlax with Espeon and then proceed to go for it from there, and then try and win with my Linoone. I don't care if he switches out into Gardevoir. Abomasnow will probably be a worst case scenario for me, but I can always go Cryogonal here. And if he goes for another curse, I get a free psychic. Yeah, pretty safe psychic. And if he goes Zygarde to defog, because obviously defog gets rid of my screens, I get rid of its Violite, which means that I think my opponent just loses to Linoone. Because Seed Bomb should be able to deal with Rhyperior. +6. Linoone. +6. I mean, it should be like 80% to Rhyperior, I'm assuming. Let's just say it's NU tank. RU tank, whatever. 1-4. Yeah, kills Rhyperior, my bad. So, goes for Body Slam. That's going to be able to paralyze me. We'll Psychic, because I don't want to give him multiple opportunities to... paralyze my Barbarical right there. As he goes on to Rhyperior. And the thing about Rhyperior is, it actually has to attack me. It can't get up rocks because of my magic bounce. And I think I live one hit, so Grass Knot, and I'm faster too. So I'm able to get rid of Rhyperior. Great. So extreme speed resistances are gone. Or extreme speed answers rather are gone. I love how he gets up Hail for me too, so I can get up Aurora Veil without having to go for Hail. That's funny. But extreme speed answers are gone. I completely forgot that they nerf paras this generation too. And that's something to remember. Like the new speed stuff, it's hard to remember. Zygarde comes out. I'm going to trick this thing leftovers because it's less bulky than a Violet. So now I'll be able to fire off a Psychic and actually do some massive damage. Also because of my Aurora Veil, he can't defog. Because of my magic bounce, he can't defog, which is sick. Knocks me out with a crit, unfortunately. However, I think it's game. It should be a game. This is all assuming I connect, but we're going to Shell Smash up right here. That's so cool. I wasn't aware it worked like that. I know like if you defog your own, you don't get rid of screens, so I guess it makes sense that it works like that, but I wasn't aware. So this is like, again, me learning. That's really cool. And I was able to give it leftovers, which means if I do, or if I am able to later Shell Smash up, I can win from there. Like, I mean, if I am able to later Belly Drum up, excuse me, I can win from there. Now, the reason I went out to Barbarical over anything else is because I think it's the easiest way to win. Granted, I do have to hit one attack, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to crush this Zygarde right here. I'm actually going to go for the crushing move. Content Crush should be able to knock out Zygarde at +2. I don't want to risk Razor Shell knocking it out. It's 180 base power. Again, I got rid of its Violite, so I don't think that crit mattered at all. That's +2, 180 base power Z move, and I can return. I can Frustration on the Gardevoir and the Abomasnow because of the damage that I got off earlier, so that'll easily knock that out, and I don't have to worry about the Snorlax, because if it has, best case scenario, it has Earthquake, and if that's the case, like after I hit it with a Frustration, which will 2-hit KO, if Earthquake does knock me out, I Belly Drum up with Linoone and I win. So I think it's win-win for me. Because again, Frustration, excuse me, I keep calling it return, but Frustration does the job on my opponent. I really like RU. What are you guys' thoughts, by the way, on the suspect tests? This dies. That's +2 for a reason, and I love being able to run something like this. Like, it's 102 base power, so it's a good, just neutral move to have. And we shall just go for the Frustration on you because it will be a 2-hit KO. You could go for Earthquake. It does knock me out, but I already talked about how. I mean, if I wanted to, I could set up the Veil on the screens, but I don't think there's any reason to not go Linoone right here, even if he crits me. I Belly Drum up, I get my Figgy, so I'm back at full, and then I just Extreme Speed 3 times and win. Yeah, that did not do enough. So even with a crit, he doesn't have enough Hail turns to win, and we'll be able to... I'm surprised he let me trick Snorlax. I think that was a misplay on my opponent's part. Like, I went hard Espeon. Maybe he thought I'd Psyshock it, but obviously after a curse it wouldn't do much anyway. But Extreme Speed will be able to pick off Snorlax. This Gardevoir comes out. That is going to go down as well. And Salazzle is going to come out now, and I'll be able to Extreme Speed that, and that shall be game. I like his team, though. I really do like his team. Looks really fun. I really like Mega Abomasnow in this metagame as well. And we shall start looking for another game, but I actually want to see my rank real quick, because I'm not 100% sure how much... Is this the new suspect test I have? I'm at 17 something. I'm at 1284 in Coil. Not Coil, what's it called? Yeah, Coil. So I think I need 20, 24, or 27. I'll link the suspect test thing down below. Ooh, cool team. Really susceptible to... Well, I'm really susceptible to losing a Mon to this Mon right here. That's cool. Alright, so lead off with Auroras. Get up by Young Rocks as he leads off with Come-O. I don't really care if this thing Dragon Dances up or goes for whatever. It actually goes for Focus Blast, which is pretty funny, considering... Like, if that misses, that would suck for you. But we'll just Blizzard right here. Do a ton. Yep, that's pretty much why. Like, you're going for a 70% accurate move versus a Mon that is probably 2-hit KO'd by Clanging Scales or Flash Cannon. So we get the KO right there. Comfy comes out. I'm going to Encore you if it goes for Calm Mind. Alright, smart. But we will be able to get up the Veil. Nice Aurora Veil. And as well as the dual screen. So I can see... It's going to be... Like, I see how I win. Like, I definitely see how I win in this game. But it's going to be annoying. Mainly because... Well, that does nothing. But it's going to be annoying mainly because he does have that Prankster Destiny Bond on Bayonet. Which affects even my Dark type. I hope people know that. Affects even my Dark type. So we'll give this Comfy a choice specs. As he is going to go for Taunt. I don't know why he went for Taunt on a Magic Bounce user, but that gives me a free Psychic, and he doesn't have a Psychic Resist. I think Arachnid still takes 2, but that does give me a free Psychic, and he is locked into that. In fact, he'll struggle now. Don't know why he went for Taunt versus an Espeon. I could have doubled, though. But yeah, Arachnid is going to come out. What I want, ideally, is the opportunity to potentially beat Bayonet. So we'll go Cryogonal because... You know this thing got a buff. This is one of my favorite ice types, by the way. This thing got a buff this generation, and I can get up my screens. So first off, here comes the Reflect. Yeah, that don't matter to me. First off comes the Reflect. Then goes the Light Screen, and then goes the Hail, and then I'm gonna set up the Aurora Veil again. Look at these beautiful screens. Look at this. This is beautiful. Let me go for the Hail right here real quick. Get some residual on you. Yep. I'm gonna eat this. Get some nice, beautiful residual, and then I'll set up the Aurora Veil. He doesn't even try and switch out to attack me, so I'll go down right here, and look at all the hazards I have up. It's beautiful. It's actually beautiful. Rarical can sweep late game, so can Pangoro. I think the play is to go Linoone. They do run HP Grass Stone, Salazzle, but I can live one hit. Yeah, I'm belly drum up. He actually did probably the worst possible play right there, which was going for Protect That. That was definitely the worst possible play. You either go for Toxic Cure or Liquidation to get off damage on me. I mean, I guess he doesn't care because he has the Prankster Mon anyway. But I'll go for Seed Bomb, since it would hit this as well as Bayonet if he wanted to make the misplay of going out to that. If Bayonet comes out, the reason I went this is because I feel like my Barbarical can Shell Smash up on something like Comfy. So, I mean, this is, I know Draining Kiss is +3 priority, but it's not going to do enough damage, and you just threw away a Pokemon that could revenge kill Pangoro, so definitely better for me. I guess he doesn't have Destiny Bond in his Bayonet. Maybe he doesn't. If he doesn't, then I'm going to be able to Shadow Claw that. Well, he doesn't go Bayonet now, so we'll find out right now. Do you have the Prankster Destiny Bond? Honestly, that would be the only reason that I would run Bayonet to... Not the only reason, because it does have like what 471 attack at Adamant nature, or an attack boosting nature. But I think I would always run Prankster Destiny Bomb because I love that about it. You don't care about setup because you'll be able to just pick up a clean and quick KO, and it works on like Jamvad found out the hard way, but it does work on Dark types as well because it's a self-inflicting move. It's not a Prankster move against the Dark type. It's a self-inflicting move. So. My boy FLCO is doing so well, by the way, guys, in the in Grand Slam. So big shout out to him. Ooh, scary team. Very scary team. Wow, really scary team. Barbarical is really good versus this, and it does Shell Smash up, and he has a Psychic Fangs Mon too. So that's like the issue. But I go Pangoro on that all the time. So this is where me learning helps, I suppose. Get up our rocks here. As he does go for Gyro Ball, and then we'll Encore him into that. We shall Encore him into that Gyro Ball. Go ahead and go for it again. Yep. And now we'll go Cryogonal and get up the Veil. I could probably Shell Smash up on this without the Veil, to be honest. But we'll go Cryogonal and get up the Veil. And I know how to block Defog as well, so... and what I will do is get up the... I think... a light screen is better than reflect because I'm thinking about Heliolisk as well as Swallow. So I'll be able to go out into my Pangoro now and SD up, and the reason I did this is because I do have the Lumberry. I'll be able to take the hit, and yes, I take more from Gyro Ball, but I'll be able to knock out Bronzong right here. And the Toxic sucks, but he had no other status moves on the team besides Zygarde, potentially, and he wouldn't have... I had the Lum, so I didn't really care. So we get our Bronzong, which is going to open up that door for Linoone, and he has one Pokemon that can come in now to revenge kill me. So unless it's like a... yeah, well, not even revenge kill, but potentially defog. And if I'm faster, I get rid of him with Ice Punch. So we get rid of Zygarde. That +2 Ice Punch crit did not matter at all, and that would have just be game. Yep, because he can't kill me, and I can set up with Barbarical on any of his Mons that aren't Heliolisk. If Swallow comes in a Boom Burst, I set up. The problem with Bruxish is it doesn't have good damage for Dark types. Like, it has Psychic Fangs and Crunch, right? Which are all boosted by Strong Jaw, but Waterfall is relatively weak. And it definitely would not do anything to Aurora Veil. And that's why I set up that light screen, by the way, for the insurance for Barbarical for later. And yeah, so it worked out for me. So now we have Stall, which is good for Mold Breaker Pangoro. Well, not Stall, but Quagsire. I don't know why I said Stall. But Aurorus is a great lead. My opponent does have a Defogger and a potential Spinner. Swallow could be his Defogger, and obviously Delmise could be the Spinner. Pangoro is really, really, really good in this, but I got to be careful about Bayonet going for Prankster Destiny Bond. Like, if there's a game where Bayonet would go for Prankster Destiny Bond, it's this game. Leads off of Delmise though, so I'm 100% clicking Blizzard here. And I get my kill turn 1 on the Delmise, so no Rabbit Spin for my opponent. Not sure what exactly was the thought process there, that I wouldn't click the Ice Type attack. I'm not 100% sure. It's not like I had to switch in anyway. Now I go Swallow. What? Okay, I'm gonna... No, screw rocks. Like, who needs rocks when you can get kills on threats that are faster than Espeon? Yeah. So go Chestnut or Quagsire next. Yeah, he didn't really have a good lead for Aurorus, but like Florges was probably his best bet. So we'll go for the Stealth Rock here, as he goes for more than likely Moonblast. Goes for Toxic, and then we'll Encore him into that, I suppose. I guess we'll keep my Aurorus alive this game. So we'll Encore him into that, and ideally, as I go out into Espeon right now, well, I mean, he has no double that deals with Espeon outside of Bayonet, but because I'm keeping my Aurorus alive and Hail is going to end, I will be able to... He actually stayed in. So nice. We get our Toxic off. And we actually landed the Magic Bounce Toxic too. You guys don't know how many times I've missed status moves on Magic. I mean, you guys have seen me miss. But now he has 0 Spec Psychic switch-ins and he's locked into that Toxic. So whatever he goes out into, Chestnut will die, Bayonet will die, Quagsire will be 2-hit KO'd, and Quagsire is a threat. Then again, though, Belly Drum, Linoone, 2-hit KOs it with Seed Bomb, so it doesn't matter. Bayonet comes out, as it should. We'll keep Espeon alive because it literally clicks Psychic. Go Aurorus, get up that Hail, and then be able to go Cryogonal instead of the Veil. So actually what I'll do is I'll go Pangoro, and I think I'll just go Pangoro and go right for knockoff. Because I don't want to waste time and have him taunt my Cryogonal, and I can always set up screens later because I do have the Hail on my Cryogonal of its own, so we'll go for knockoff here. Yeah, I don't mind the Prankster Destiny Bond because, as you guys can see, my opponent doesn't have a Spec Psychic switching. But before I do that, I'm going to go out into my Cryogonal right here. And I'm going to set up the screens. The only way I can lose is if this Chestnut is Belly Drum. And even then, I'm not entirely sure I can lose. Because I don't think it's strong enough to get rid of Espeon. Ooh, and that's a 2-hit KO. Nice, nice, nice. Let me go ahead and get a Reflect and deal with that a little bit. Let me get this nice little Reflect right here. Okay, just Drain Punch me, buddy. You know what? Let me go ahead and get up a little screen right here too. Give a little light. Look at them. You got the Hail, you got the Aurora Veil, you got the Reflect, you got the light screen. I saw Blunder post a screenshot on Twitter, and It was the most disgusting thing. There was like 7 of these things. I don't even know how that. There was sand as well. There was terrain. It's actually kind of beautiful, not gonna lie. I don't know how well Florges is gonna take a Spec Psychic with rocks plus Toxic. Yeah, that's a Specs Espeon is actually no joke in this tier, or even Calm Mind, Twinkle Tackle Espeon, because that really helps it deal with those dark types as well. I think it's Calm Mind, Twinkle Tackle, Psychic, and then Shadow Ball is the last move. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, I'm glad I'm learning. Granted, I'm on the lower ladder, but I am racking up points in Coil for the suspect test itself, so I don't mind being on the lower ladder because I am definitely adjusting, and I learned something from this. Hopefully you guys did too, but the fact that if you bounce back a defog, it doesn't get rid of your screens, and you're probably, if you knew that, you probably are thinking, well, duh, but I didn't know that. I definitely didn't know that, and wow, Pangoro is really good in this. Like I said, I didn't know that. Red still comes out as a lead. I'm not sure if he'd actually go for rocks because I do have Espeon. So what I will do is just go for my Stealth Rock here. If he does go for it, that's fine. Goes for Seismic Toss. Clean. We can just go right for the Encore. Lock him into that. He's smart to go for Seismic Toss. That was basically, I think, his best play. It makes a lot of sense though that that's how it works. But yeah, I just didn't know. Krogano can come out because it deals with the basically, if he makes a double right here into Golbat or whatever, or Zygarde, even, I'm pretty sure we live 1 hit. I'm actually positive we live a banded 1,000 arrows, just because we're Krogano. Yep. So we're going to be able to get up the Aurora Veil right there. I'm gonna keep this mon alive, I think. Straight up. Though Infiltrator on Golbat is actually really nice. So we'll go Espeon right here, and I think I'll do is I'll trick whatever wants to come in. I'm hoping it's Umbreon, but if he goes Register, that's fine too. But I'll be able to trick this thing coming in and give that Choice Specs and probably wear it down with my Auroras right here, because he'd more than likely, I don't think he'd go for rocks. I think he'd go for the Seismic Toss, and then I can go for Blizzard with Auroras. He actually goes for Toxic, so that works too. But now I can just fire off some Blizzards with my Auroras. Even if he locks himself into Toxic. The only problem is the Infiltrator or Golbat, obviously. I really hope my opponent chokes right now. He definitely knows what he's doing. He's running Stall with Banded Zygarde. But ideally my opponent goes out into not Umbreon, but he actually goes out into his Golbat right here, expecting me to Earth Power and then trying to break through me. It doesn't make much sense. I'm not even going to say what I was going to say because it actually does not make any sense what I was saying. But Pangoro taking, or excuse me, Registeel taking at least that percentage is actually pretty good because I'm Brick Break and not Drain Punch on, actually no, I'd still be able to knock him out. Isn't Brick Break stronger than Drain Punch? No, they changed Drain Punch damage. They're both 75 this generation. Yeah, I remember when Drain Punch was 60. Was it Gen 5? I think Gen 5 was when Drain Punch was released. Yeah, Gen 5 I think was when Drain Punch was released. It used to be base 60, and then they made it 75. I think it was base. I remember it being base 60. So let's see what he goes out to. Yep, Umbreon is a correct play. As I get the freeze on Umbreon, and we're gonna take full advantage by going Pangoro. We're going to take straight up full advantage by going Pangoro right here. Let's see if he stays. Frozen, yep. So Pangoro can SD up now. Because of Mold Breaker and Lum, like Golbat is the biggest threat, especially if it's Infiltrator. Goes Gligar first though. Let's see if Hail determines if I am faster or not. I am indeed faster than this Gligar. Shout out to the Hail. And we'll be able to knock him out with Ice Punch. So Gligar is gone. Of course, Veil is gone too. I don't think Golbat actually knocks me out though. I don't actually think Golbat knocks me out. And my Espeon can win because I've frozen the Umbreon and I've tricked the Registeel. But I don't think Golbat knocks me out from full. I mean, because Golbat isn't that strong. 79 to 93%, yep. Like, it's a roll that's in my favor. And I don't think that he would go out into... Yeah, he would go Zygarde. Yeah, that's his play. Zygarde. 99 to 117%. Wow. Go ahead and sack Auroras right here to the outrage. We'll sack Auroras. And then what we'll do is... pretty sure Linoone's Extreme Speed knocks him out. But I'll belly drum up later with Linoone. We'll go out into my Barbarical because I should be able to knock out the Zygarde with Frustration. Let me just make sure. There's no point in Shell Smashing up because he does have Quagsire. That's like, that's the wrong Zygarde. I calced the wrong Zygarde, but they all have the same base attack, so it doesn't matter. 65 to 77. Yep, and with Hail, it knocks him out. So this is the best play. Basically, I get rid of the Mon that's faster than Espeon, and with the Frozen Umbreon, this is better for me. So he has to go Quagsire here. Yep, I'm gonna keep Barbarical alive because I think it's actually useful. I was gonna say it's useful for beating Golbat, but maybe I can just win anyway. Go Espeon right now. He'll a little Grass Knot. 80 base power, but it will be able to knock out Quagsire. As he goes Registeel, and Registeel has to go for the the Seismic Toss, and I think I could just wear him down with Psychics here. Actually, Shadow Ball because it hits Dark types and it hits everything. It hits Umbreon. Yeah, goes Golbat. Psychic would have been great right there, obviously, but Golbat now is going to die. I basically have no reason to not switch. He knows my entire set, so he can go Umbreon. But I have no reason to not switch. We're going to be able to get rid of Golbat right there, and that means that Pangoro wins the game 100%. And again, the freeze on Espeon really just... The freeze on... The freeze really just sealed the game. I'm surprised he's not going out into Umbreon right here. I wonder how much Seed Bomb from Linoone does. Because of Unaware Quagsire. Uh, 51 to 61. That's pretty good. Pretty good damage. That freeze. See that, man. I don't have to rub it in though. Let me just not say it. The freeze did suck though. Straight up. So we go Pangoro, and because we're Mold Breaker and faster, we don't really care about Registeel. I want to use Choice Scarf Registeel one day. What's wrong with me? But we'll be able to SD up here, and again, because of the fact that we do have Mold Breaker, we literally we literally break through everything on his team. Quagsire comes out and we'll be knocked out by the +2, and that'll be game. So yeah, I've been freezing people a lot, especially in the RU tier, but that is the game we play. So thank you everybody for watching. I do hope you guys all enjoyed a little bit of Linoone, Espeon, Pangoro offense. Even Barbarical doing a little bit of work at times. Of course, if you did enjoy, feel free to leave a like. You guys can also use this team the ladder if you want. I believe it's either 24, 26, or 27 coil you need. And yeah, right now we're at 17, 11 coil. So that'll help us vote. Or that'll let me be able to vote. I'll actually pull up the screen right here because there's no reason for me not to. Are you? It's for Zygarde that's being voted. I honestly don't think Zygarde's broken. Like, it doesn't hit as hard. It's 2800 coil. Jesus. Alright, so it's 2800 coil. And I honestly don't think Zygarde's broken. That's the wrong thread. I mean, that's the right thread, but it's for Zygarde, and that's about it. Like, Mega Absol is also just straight up quick ban. But yeah, I don't think Zygarde's honestly broken. But I do know my thoughts as well. And I'll leave the thread link down below. So thank you everybody for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye, friends.